I need to tell you something. Healing isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't post updates. It doesn't explain itself. Healing is quiet. So quiet that if you're addicted to noise, you might mistake it for loneliness. And for years, I did. This is Basia TV Podcast with me, just Basia. Welcome to our series entitled Silent Season. This episode is called Healing Isn't Loud. We'll be right back.
Media mogul and the legend agent to the biggest names in international cricket. This is Basia TV Podcast with Basia Powell. This episode is brought to you by 124 Not Out Sports Agency, the #1 agency for international cricketers in North America and the Caribbean. Welcome to the next level.
Let me tell you something about awakening. It took me several years to figure out how to heal. But before healing could even begin, I had to do the hardest thing of all. I had to admit that I needed to heal. Not growth, not success, not distraction, but healing. I realized that I kept surrounding myself with people who were directly connected to my trauma, people who refused to heal themselves, yet expected access to me. I chose solidarity over solitude. I chose familiarity over freedom. And I buried my trauma instead of processing my pain. But here's the truth. Most people don't want you to hear. There is a reason seriously ill people are hospitalized. They are isolated, not to be punished, but to protect their healing. Let me tell you something else. Trauma doesn't disappear. Trauma is like a tumor. It doesn't disappear because you ignore it. You can silence it, you can suppress it, you can dress it up, but it keeps growing. And eventually it explodes. For me, it exploded. Later in life, in my relationships, in my decisions, in my emotional responses, despite my best efforts to outrun it, trauma kept showing up dressed as toxic relationships, poor choices, emotional immaturity, overreacting, or not reacting at all. I tried healing loudly, surrounding myself with people, achievements, noise, movements, and yet I couldn't sit alone with myself. That's when I knew something was deeply unresolved. In my late teens, 20s, I truly believed that money and education would save me, that success would erase my childhood wounds, that achievement would quiet the pain. But I later discovered a painful truth. There is no Ivy League education that can treat emotional trauma. There's no bank balance that can replace therapy. There's no title powerful enough to heal a broken inner child. I could win in public and still be bleeding in private. And that's when I understood something life-changing. I can never truly be happy unless I am healed. And the same applies to you. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. And if you've enjoyed what you've been watching and hearing so far, please give a like and leave a comment and also click subscribe and follow so you can always be in know for new inspiring content. Before the break, I was sharing that I realized that I could never truly be happy unless I'm healed. So here are the lessons that changed everything for me. Lesson number 1. Healing requires silence. You cannot heal loud. Healing demands stillness. You have to confront the noise within before you can escape the chaos outside. Silence isn't emptiness, it's a mirror. And most people avoid silence because they are afraid of what it will show them. Lesson number 2. Healing is a journey, not a moment. Healing doesn't happen the moment you go quiet. Silence is just the doorway. There's no need for announcements, no need to explain yourself. Like, hi, I'm about to heal. No need to say, hey guys, I'm healing. Trust me. When healing begins, people notice. Your energy shifts. Your reaction softens. Your skin glows differently. You move with intention, not urgency. Healing speaks, just not in words. Lesson number 3. Not everyone can come with you. As you heal, it becomes difficult, sometimes impossible, to stay connected to people who refuse accountability. Yikes. People who won't acknowledge the pain they caused you. People who make excuses instead of amends. People who live as permanent victims. Let me tell you, they are not your people. Yes, we all make mistakes, but how we clean up our mess reveals who we are. Those who refuse accountability are still in their loud season. They are comfortable in the ICU of their trauma. They don't want healing. They want sympathy. They want validation. And most of all, they want enablers. And healing requires you to stop enabling. Lesson number 4. Silence is more productive than loudness. My silent seasons produced my greatest growth. That's where I gained clarity. I gained wisdom. I gained emotional regulation. And most of all, peace. And when I found peace, I found my purpose. That's how Just Basia was born. Peace is not sleeping all day. That can be avoidance. That could also be depression. That can be escapism. True peace feels different. Peace means you are no longer afraid of your past. Your wounds have been tended to. Your triggers no longer control you. You move with clarity and vitality. Peace isn't passive. Peace is powerful. Let's pay some bills and we'll be right back.
This segment is brought to you by 124 Not Out Cricket Academy, based in Georgia and Florida, USA.
Hey guys, welcome back to our episode entitled Healing is Not Loud. Let me tell you something else about healing. Healing won't clap for you. No. It won't validate you. It won't rush you. But when healing comes, you will finally enjoy the life you worked so hard to build. If you're in your silent season, don't rush it. Don't explain it. Don't apologize for it. Healing isn't loud. It's very silent. And that's how you know it's real. Healing will cost you. It will cost you people. It will cost you versions of yourself you once needed to survive. But it will give you something far greater. Healing gives you clarity. It gives you discernment. It gives you peace that no one can take from you. And once you taste that kind of peace, you will never beg for chaos again. You will never chase noise. You will never confuse attention for love. Some people will misunderstand your silence. Let them. Some people will be uncomfortable with boundaries. That's okay, because healing doesn't need witnesses. It needs commitment. So if life feels quiet right now, don't panic. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. This is not your lonely season. This is your healing season. And when you emerge, you won't need to explain who you've become. They'll feel it. You've been watching and listening to Just Basia. Thank you again for sharing this moment with me. If you've enjoyed this episode, guys, please like, subscribe, comment and follow and share this episode or another of our Silent Season series episodes with one or two of your good friends. And always remember, your location determines your value. So be careful where you place yourself and who you place yourself with. Cheers. Bye. I'm outside.
The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views of any affiliated organizations or entities. The content shared is for informational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute legal, financial, medical, or any other form of professional advice.